All right, I'll try to crank it up more.
That's a little better.
Is
Up the jam. Pump it up.
We both went there.
so you guys are out of combat at this point. All the bad guys that you have found are deceased. You have several rooms that you haven't explored, and you have a bevy of dead bad guys lying all over the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It looks like Ben needs some healing.
Let's get Ben healed up and loot the bodies, and then do some exploring. In the
Or
meantime,
you can just let Ben die and loot Ben.
no,
Yeah, Ben would usually be less concerned, but you know what? Given the enemies we're facing, I feel like I maybe should play this a little safer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ben has a really cool longsword, actually. Or it's kind of like a bastard sword. I could get my hands on that.
You leave my longsword alone.
I'm not putting on the bikini. I don't care.
You know the name.
Armor's like-
No, Ben's the
But it
one
gives
in
you
the,
really
in the
good armor
bikini.
class, Caroline.
Yeah, Ben's the one in the bikini.
And if you do decide to touch my longsword, it better be with both hands.
I mean, that's true.
And lots of oil.
That look. Just be careful, because that's how you get a bastard sword.
Ah!
Thank God I recorded this. All right.
So we can share with the world what maniacs.
So if you're trying to heal the fighter, who's healing the fighter?
I shall heal the fighter.
Carlos will assist. Just a second.
All right.
Hold still. This'll sting.
Told you it would, but I'm pretty much out of spell slots, so. Speaking of spell slots, do you think we could rest soon? I don't think I've come close to running out of spell slots in years at this point, but it's getting a little dicey.
Ain't
I was
no
gonna
rest
say-
for the wicked.
Didn't you say you needed to rest next game?
Dicey. I like it.
Hit points don't
Ah.
grow on trees. I got bills to pay. I got.
I could
mouths to
probably make one more combat before Lev's just like, well, later, y'all.
Well, you choose. I mean, you can just leave this whole place and go rest, or you could search for stuff. You're out of combat turns at the moment, depending on what you guys do.
Okay, you get 19 points back.
Thank you.
I gave you another 57. I blew all my cure moderates on you.
I appreciate it greatly.
I think
Okay, so Garlos has blown Bash.
the rest of you search project's gonna walk the perimeter and just listen. Just make sure we don't get jumped, ambushed, and maybe after this, after we search thoroughly the rooms and all that, we go to the ship and rest up, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a really good idea.
Just remember to be careful on the perimeter, because when you're there, you're stoned and immaculate.
Oh.
Blowing all my when
Listen,
I'm spending all of my cure lights, you get 28 hit points.
Listen, check, Frederick.
Thank you.
What's your health at now?
To get Yankee, you're brightly feathered.
I'm only down 28 hit points now, so that's pretty good. I mean, that's
Sweet.
Let me check. I can do some more cure lights.
and if you want a rest, I can stand guard as a tree over you.
We should.
Does he need healing?
Lev needs to rest so he can recharge his spell slots.
Yeah, I've got like one more good fight in me.
Only had one more cure light, so you just got 7 off that.
So we don't need to rest right away, but it should be done soon.
Sooner is better than later. I'm with you on that.
Joel, did you get the
need-
message? Listen, check. I didn't see a response.
Okay. You wrote it in partly French, Victor. That kind of was a little confusing, but yes, I get your point. Yeah.
Wait, tu n'es pas français? Just for that, give me a spot check as well.
Oh, God.
Bonsoir. Let's see. Coming up.
Perhaps German will be easier.
Okay. What is everyone else doing while Frederick is parametering? So Garlos and Frida are attending to Bash's wounds. What is Lev doing? What is LJ doing? And what is Blodgett doing?
Lev is going to keep his eye on the door to room 10, and LJ is going to be searching bodies in the area.
I'm going to keep an eye on the back door we came in.
Oh,
So I'm going to keep an eye on the front door there.
So do I detect checks? Spot a blank check.
Is it
Actually, you detect a Slovakian.
It's frosted mini wheats, not check.
Okay, Frederick, you note that the what the fuck was that thing? The Star Spawn left all the doors open on his way out, so the doors that proceed from Area 6 out to the meeting hall and all the way out to the hangar are all open. You do not hear anything in that area, but you do note that area is still completely open.
Maybe we should quietly
I've
shut the
already
door.
discussed the fact that there's no noise from Area 6, and the place below it is quiet. You also note that Area 9 is quiet as well. Yeah. LJ. You and we'll assume Blodgett's gonna. Well, actually, is Blodgett gonna stay where they were, or is Blodgett gonna? Because Blodgett's currently up in the
It
upper
would
right.
probably help search.
Okay. Give me a spot check, or sorry, search check for Blodgett and LJ, please.
For Blodgett, I rolled a 12 on the dice. I don't
Right,
know.
so that
the
is
bonus.
a 28 for Blodgett. Actually, I think it might be a 34 for Blodgett.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's something insane. For
Oh, yeah.
LJ, I rolled a 19, so that becomes a 24.
Okay. So what you guys find? I think I gave you general treasure previously. You had decided
Previously,
whether or not to cut off the Githyanki, the one Githyanki knight who is dead that you haven't cut off his dreads. You haven't decided whether or not to cut off his dreads. You've gathered all of the silver swords from the different knights, except for the one that is stoned because he is.
Immaculate.
Yeah, well, he's also been toppled, so his silver sword is in pieces, as is most of the Githyanki knight. The priest is in another dimension along with your cleric, so no treasure there. You had a total of 20. Yeah, a total of 20 Githyanki soldiers. They did not carry any treasure. The Glen Githyanki knight was stoned. The warlock, Simeon, you found a key on his person, but no other treasure. The Githyanki. Oh no, you did find some treasure on the. Take care. On the warlock, but there was also some treasure on the Githyanki Gish. They had a diamond and some bloodstones. The sergeants also had some gold, or it's not gold. They had some gems. None of the Githyanki here, you note, have any coin. They all have gems. If anybody has a knowledge planar or a knowledge or a survival that's over 10, you can roll to understand why that is.
Lev's knowledge planar check is a 48.
Okay. You know that you have heard, and this is proof, that Githyanki do not care for coinage. They have zero care for anything metal and coin-like. Their
Well,
whole
yeah, it's backed by the bank, and they prefer
Correct.
less restricted currency, I suppose.
yes, they're all libertarians. But the okay, Blodgett's search yields the fact that the altar in the middle of number 8, and welcome back, John, is worth about 6,000 gold pieces. And it weighs roughly 2,000 pounds. The statue looks to be worth 22,000 gold pieces. You haven't tried to lift it to figure out the weight of it. There's also the throne in number 7, which you haven't really messed with, except one person touched it one time.
Yeah, that would have been me.
Mm-hmm. And the throne in number 7, the jewels interspersed on that throne look to be worth 15,000 gold pieces.
We should really go back to that throne.
So those are the things that are worth monetary value or of interest in these rooms, 8 and 7.
You mentioned trying to pick up the statue, so naturally LJ has to try.
Oh, okay. The statue is weirdly light. It's actually incredibly light.
So with my
what's
strength
LJ's
check,
armor class?
oh, his armor class is like 31, I think. Let me check.
31.
33.
33. As soon as he begins to pick up the statue comes to life and slams him for 17 hit points of damage. And he is going to have to give me a fortitude save as his head is filled with an insane amount of noise and pain.
Oh.
After this, we're going to roll initiative.
Shit.
Fortitude save 34.
All right. His head does not explode. So you take half damage. I'm just going to roll half the dice to make my life easier. So 76.
Oh my god.
15,
Is this-
20, 25, 30 points of damage.
Jeez.
The statue is actually an avatar of a god or something like that.
It is the Lich Queen. It is a statue of the Lich Queen herself. And now that it has been touched by a non-Githyanki, it is come to life. Initiative for everyone, please. You're going to win initiative. The statue has. Oh my god! I rolled a non-shitty roll on an initiative roll for the first time in weeks. So I'm marking this as a red number day.
Okay,
So
got it.
14 initiative this time. Killing it.
All right, we've got some decent initiative here. I know what to do.
Is it the usual run?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have an idea as well.
I know a game worth 3 of that.
What's your idea?
All right.
Carlos, give me
Yeah.
Carlos initiative, please.
And then suddenly I can't. Ah, there it goes.
Where did John go?
Can LJ have a real quick speaking moment as a free action?
He can, as a matter of fact, yes.
He's gonna
Sorry,
point
Suze,
to
I
the.
missed. I didn't realize you had come in yet. I
Oh,
apologize.
that would probably be pretty effective. But he's gonna point at the altar and lock eyes with the statue. Say, arm wrestle me.
For fuck's sake.
Nailed it.
Ah,
I
Right.
can tell you the statue does not immediately respond to your request to arm wrestle.
Well,
It
I
does. The
guess we just
statue
have
does
to
not
do
even
the
look at you
boring
directly.
thing and kill it.
Okay, Blodgett, you were checking bodies as well. Suzanne, so what the situation currently is that the group is checking out stuff in the different rooms.
Get off another trap.
Garlus and Frida have healed up Bash, which was very helpful. LJ and
Initiative?
Blodgett were searching. They searched and found a whole bunch of stuff. Yes, initiative, please, John.
Okay.
And they realized that the giant statue of the Lich Queen that's made out of a huge uncut gem is worth a ton of money, and so they tried to pick it up, at which point it came to life and began attacking. So you joined just in time for initiative.
Awesome.
And John and okay, thank you, John. You guys are doing really well tonight.
But
With
Carrie's
rolls
not
like
here, right?
that, you might just survive the round.
Yay.
That would be nice.
I have an 18.
All right, everyone beat the statue, which I kind of assumed, but
What, the statue?
yeah, statue got a 14. Everyone else got higher than that.
Which statue?
The statue of the Githyanki Lich Queen that has come to life and is now attacking.
Oh, hell. I thought you meant the statue of the night, but it's like, no, wait, that was destroyed. Oh, great. Githyanki Lich Queen. It's going to be a night now, isn't it?
Fortunately for you, it does not appear to be the actual Lich Queen herself.
Oh, they got it off Wish.
It's just her action figure.
Turn
Yes,
to mud.
it is the action figure of the Lich Queen.
Yes.
All right, Bash, you're going to go first.
I'm going to hold my action and see what Caroline does.
All right, Frida, as a matter of fact, you go next.
Change rock to mud.
Okie dokie. Can you check for me real quick and see if that works on Crystal?
Oh, mother of God.
It should still, actually.
It's rock, technically.
Crystal is technically a rock. You learn
Pretty
about
rock.
rock science.
If you're talking about crystal, that is a 6 on the Mohs scale, as compared to most rocks, which range from an 8 down to a 5, anywhere in that range. So technically on the Mohs scale, that would be correct. I will be pedantic about this.
Okay.
But what
Assuming-
I
kind of
love the
rock
things
is
that I learn in D&D.
You're getting photobombed.
I'm going to note that magical rock of any sort is not affected by the spell. Do you still want to cast it?
It's not magical
Mag-
stuff. It's not effective. Motherfucker. Okay.
What
Hey,
about
what's
hang
the
hang
floor
on.
made out of?
I know that stone golems, for instance, I'm pretty sure those are slowed by rock to mud.
He's right. What is the floor made out of?
No, like
Or
if
it's
you
made out
cast
of
it,
stone.
if you cast it on a stone golem, it acts as a slow spell. That's a magical rock.
So you can try.
You know what? I'm going to change the floor underneath this critter. Transmute rock to mud.
Like trap ELJ, possibly. Not harder for.
It'll be fine.
Okay, all right.
Victor, will you allow me to do that?
Oh, sure. Up to 2 10-foot cubes per level. So you're going to do one 10-foot cube, or you're going to do the 10-foot cube underneath the stone of the crystal creature.
Right.
Okay.
It's going to sink down to its knees at least. Might slow it down for 5 minutes.
Or at least incapacitated slightly. Give it a few minuses.
Or did we decide it's a slow transmutation for magical rock?
I mean,
No, according to
that's-
the spell, a creature unable to levitate, fly, or otherwise free itself from the mud sinks until hip or chest deep, reducing its speed to 5 feet and causing a -2 penalty on attack rolls and AC. All right.
pretty good.
So next up is Guarlos.
In the
It's
name
Garlos and
of
then Frederick
Guar.
and then Lev and then LJ and Blodgett.
Jesus Christ.
So Frida has just sunk the creature into
Yep.
the mud. LJ, you are also, because you were trying to lift it, you also are in the mud.
Ah,
Okay, I'm sorry, but
it's all right. He's fine. Don't worry about him.
Carlos is going to cast a silence in its area that will not
Okay.
affect us. So it's going to be based a bit northeast of it so that it encompasses it so it can't say anything to us. Because I
that's a
really don't
really good
want
idea.
to hear anything it
That
has
is
to
doable.
say.
It keeps LJ from being able to speak, but also the creature is unable to say anything as well.
Yeah, well, LJ isn't our main spellcaster.
Oh, that's true. Frederick, you are on the opposite side of the room 6 when you hear a ruckus.
Oh no.
Hell's a poppin'.
Yep. Okay. Frederick is going to make a full move over to A. And I see what do I see at that point?
You see the upper half, it's about hip deep of this a crystal creature, and you see that it is trying to beat up LJ, and it's stuck in a bunch of mud.
Fire one volley, 4 arrows.
I say we
That's
Temple
definitely
of Doom
doable.
this
Give it a shot.
this thing and just take off.
Well, let's get LJ out of there first.
Good attack.
You can't take off. If we leave this thing behind, it'll repopulate and be there behind us. It's an enemy base. We have to take it and either capture it and remove it or destroy it.
God damn it.
Can we turn the whole base to mud?
Over a period of time, but I'd rather see if it has a propulsion system. If it does, we can run it like hell with it and just they won't ever have it again. And it's ours. We'll have a base and they won't. But that makes me happy.
I mean, I
That's
equally
happy.
like that. I equally like that idea.
Plus, it's got like little scout ships that we can send out, so we can go.
Roll hits, roll
around.
damage, please.
It's like owning your own aircraft carrier.
Lev
I
is
mean,
going to go next, by the way.
I got a
Lev's
job.
next and then LJ.
All right.
It's not an evil outsider, is it?
No, it would be listed as a construct.
Okay. That would be a magical creature, technically.
Mm,
Or constructs.
Separate.
Constructs are their own subclass.
Yeah.
Aren't
Yeah,
Or-
a construct is not a creature.
they? Okay.
It's also not an evil insider, which would be intestinal gas.
Yes.
Or a parasite.
If that too. Happy
Yeah.
tapeworm.
Constructs being their own thing is why the Undying Temple gave me so much trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I was solving that freaking problem for a month.
That was a delightful pain in the ass. Damage received. Thank you, sir.
Any apparent effect, or did the arrows bounce off, or
It definitely scratched it up.
Mm.
Not as much as you would hope, but definitely it scratched it up.
it's probably got damage resistance, I would expect.
Lev, what is his turn?
Lev is going to move next to Frederick and cast Disintegrate.
Okay.
So that's going to be a ranged touch attack. $25.
Right, I hate that.
If that hits, I'll need a Fortitude save DC 26.
What is the save?
DC 26 fortitude
Oh,
save.
DC 26. Thank you, sir. All right.
I will ask to know whether he passed or failed because I want to know if I need to roll 32 d6 or 5d6.
He definitely passed. It passed.
Damn it. 10, 15 damage. Fuck.
Alrighty, tidy. And LJ.
Well, we're here. Full attack.
All right. You have a -2 on your attack rolls due to the giant amount of mud that you are sitting in.
That checks out.
Let's y'all just have a spa day together.
Not a bad idea.
Okay, it's Crystal. It's Crystal. How do you? Oh.
A polishing compound.
No. Water then freeze spell.
Everything okay?
Wonderful.
Or is it the freeze spell if it's already mud? It already has liquid.
True. We got to get lead out of there first, though.
You mean LJ?
Oh god damn it, my
damn
thing
it.
tilted and all my rolls fucked up.
LJ.
What's up?
No, I get your characters' names confused.
And then Logic, you go after LJ and his multitude of rolls.
Awesome. Where am I on the screen? Because I can't tell.
You
Am I up there next to
are
Carlos?
there.
I'm down there. Okay.
Yeah, what did I do? Oh dear.
We had gone out of combat rounds, so I pulled back out of from the map, but now that we're back in combat. There was a chance you guys would do something smart like check for traps. But,
Come on.
you know,
We remember to do that when Suzette is here. When Suzette is not here, we don't remember.
okay, no, that's true. That is true. That is true. Time passes.
Are we waiting on somebody or?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm doing insane amounts of math.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright.
1,
Oh, stop it, Victor.
Victor, you're so mean.
3 and 3 are 4.
34.
My kingdom for
Okay,
inhabitants.
those are the attacks.
All right. All of those hit. You can't critical.
Right, it's a construct. God damn it. I don't know what resistances it has, but I'm using the Vaster's swords instead of the rapiers right now, so it's slashing damage instead of piercing.
Cool. So go ahead and give me the totals. That'll make my life easier.
I'm sorry, did somebody speak? That was very garbled.
Give me the totals, please.
The total. Victor's asking for the damage total.
Yep. I just need to get a spectacular amount of D8 now.
I could have had a D8. Sorry.
Okay. Suzanne, it is your turn for Logic.
So Blodgett's invisible? Yes, no?
Wait, say that again?
Am I invisible?
Yes, you would be invisible then.
So we only have one bad guy, and that's the red guy over there on the left?
No, the red guy on the left is been killed. I don't know why he hasn't been removed.
Okay. So we have just the big blue smiley face is the construct.
That's what we're dealing with at the moment.
Watch is gonna hold his action. Because I don't think I can hurt it. But I'll watch for anybody else coming up out of any doors or to come get us.
Yeah, that's actually very helpful. That's a great idea.
Okay, those are the damages.
Yikes. Considerable.
Damages.
Looks like about 180 points. 190.
Right. Now I have to count 1. All right. Total. Got it. Uh, cool. All right. It is the statue's turn. It is going to do a full attack on LJ. It's 2 hits and in 37 points of damage to LJ. And he actually did the most damage. But Frida cast a spell that actually affected him.
I did? Yay!
Well, you dropped it in a bunch of mud, so its tendency is to attack all casters that affect it. Regrettably, also, Frida actually affected it. So, Frida, you get the exploding head this turn. Give me a fortitude save.
You're cutting in and out, Victor, so I don't think we quite heard you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please give me a fortitude save for Frida.
Oh, god damn it.
He's gonna make your head explode.
What am I rolling? A 20?
Yeah, D20 plus fortitude.
Oh, I'm set. Okay. 18, 13. I don't know why I try to do it in my head. It's just not easy. 31.
21, you said? 21, you said?
30.
31. 31.
Hey, that's a good roll.
So you only take half damage, which is still a lot.
Oh, I'm sure.
If it could see Lev, he would be toast right now.
Oh, I bet.
Because if you have under 20 hit points, your head automatically explodes.
Oh no.
Yeah, it is. It's your head is filled with violence and noise that the cause is, the end result. If it gets you below 20 hit points of damage, your head explodes. All right. It's a bad guy.
So if he does 9 points of damage,
Yeah.
Victor, if you ever hit me with that, I'm gonna need you to roll all ones.
Understood. 18. 29. Frida, 29 hit points of damage.
How
You're
many points?
Hmm?
How many points?
29 hit points of damage to Frida.
Owie.
And
That's
you're
healing.
full of noise and violence, sound and pain that you've never imagined before.
You've made me very, very angry.
It didn't mean to make you angry, it just meant to kill you.
You feel like you're stuck at a Twisted Sister
You have the
concert
held
that's
action.
like really gone wrong.
Ben, Bash has a held action. You get to do anything this round with your held action.
Does this thing have to be able to see Frida in order to use this head explosion thing?
Well, you know that it turned its head to look at Frida, and she was like, "Holy shit, my head feels like it's about to explode."
Okay, so as soon as it turns and looks at Frida, can I pop smoke? I'm gonna do mist of whatever. Obscure mist, that's what I'm thinking.
What the fuck are you talking about, Ben?
He's gonna throw a smoke grenade.
No, I'm gonna do obscure mist. Isn't that what it's called?
Oh, obscuring mist.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 20-foot radius of mist around us. Because I'm standing right up there by Frida.
FYI, you say, "I'm going to cast obscuring mist," not "I'm going to pop smoke."
Sorry, wrong thing.
If you're an E3, it's the same thing.
He'd make a good sorcerer.
Yes. What are you going to cast? I don't know. I'm just going to pop smoke.
Well, if you think about it, there's no actual reason that sorcerers should know the official names of the spells because they don't study.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that.
However, the game mechanics dictate.
I had to figure out what it was called because I wasn't looking at my sheet. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, he'd still be a casting obscuring mist, but he'd get to say I pop a smoke.
I absolutely like that one, yeah.
And it makes an extra step for the DM because the DM gets to translate whatever nonsense the sorcerer is saying into an actual spell.
Let's use a Vietnam War reference. Military reference to
Already on it.
DMZ that we're in.
That's actually called Sanctuary, DMZ.
Oh, okay.
We're in what they call a free fire zone.
Fireball?
Ben, FYI,
Hey, quit kicking your door.
you can cast Obscuring Mist. Unfortunately, because you declared it after the creature attacked already, it doesn't stop the creature's attack, but it won't be able to attack your next round.
I won't be able to attack next round?
But it goes both ways. I mean, Obscuring Mist goes both ways.
God damn it.
He is trying to help you by keeping you from being able to see your target.
I understand. And it is appreciated. I assume
Helpful fighter druid. All right, top of the round, Bash. It's your turn.
Bash will hold his action.
Rita, you
Okay. Can I use Dispel Magic on this statue?
Mhm.
That's what I want to do.
All right. Give me a d20 plus or plus 10.
29.
All right, good job. Gonna double check.
Because once it's non-magical, I should be able to transmute it into fuck you.
All right, Garlos, your turn. While I double check whether or not it does anything. Can't hear you.
Drag out.
John.
John.
Carlos.
Sorry, muted. I'm hitting it with a lightning bolt because that's the only thing I've got that can actually do anything to it.
Shit,
Oh.
that's right there.
I'm gonna arc it into it at an angle that goes to the northeast, so it'll bounce and run down to the south.
No, just shoot Bash with it. He's got evasion.
Arcing it so it doesn't hit anybody else.
He'll
I
be
mean,
fine.
I have gotten pretty good at being evasive at this point. I mean, I'll probably be okay.
He'll be fine.
It's gonna be DC 20.
I'll be right back.
All right. Because of its size, LJ will not be affected.
19 damage.
All right, thank you, sir. And Frederick.
Okay. I still got a clear shot at this thing, looks like.
Mhm.
Okay.
The fog.
If it's dissipated to that, or if it's moved to that point yet. I don't see a fog on the map. I know it. You said you cast it, or somebody cast
John,
it.
you would have to move. Thank you for reminding me. You'd have to move over in order to cast lightning bolt. 'Cause
Can't hear you, Victor.
John has to move in order to cast lightning bolt because of the fog. Okay, audio.
Yeah, Victor, you're pretty muddled. You might want to. I don't know if you can chat.
It's because I was using my muggle voice. It was very muddled when I'm in a muggle. John Garlos would have to move south by 30 feet in order to cast lightning bolt.
Okay, he'll do that then.
I would have moved it for you. Frederick, you can go ahead and fire. You still have
Okay.
a clear shot.
Maximum effort. 4x4. Oh, picked up the wrong dice. Yep. That's good. Okay. Okay. Attack rolls. Coming in. There we go.
Roll them, damage them. All four of those hit.
Okay. Okay. Goody. Final. Nice. Okay. Let me know if you want me to total this.
Good to go. All right, the crystal golem explodes in a storm of crystals,
Oh,
shards,
fuck.
a storm of crystal shards. It shatters and its remains litter the floor. Okay, that's pretty nice, John. So the crystal golem explodes, its remains litter the floor.
Ow.
Very ow.
How much ow?
Well, ask LJ, he got most of the ow.
A lot. About 100 points of ow.
Damn, that's ow.
Good.
Coming over to heal you.
Yeah, we're definitely taking a break here. Back
Yeah,
on the
let's
ship.
not touch anything else.
Yeah. Don't touch the fucking knickknacks.
We still need to go fondle the throne. Who's gonna sit on it?
I already fondled it once. That's how we got the dead tree.
You mean the throne with the dildo sticking out?
No, there's such a
Surely.
thing as traps. You have a thief. Use me for that.
Surely
It's a
there
knickknack,
won't be
paddywhack,
two
throws her a
traps on the
bone.
throne.
Can you just make sure we don't trigger any traps as we freaking leave?
Got it.
We need to clear this place. And then
Yeah,
we
let's
can
clear it,
determine
looking
if
at
we're
the
going to
room
keep it
and-
or destroy it.
Let's clear this room and make sure there's no traps, there's no secret doors, there's nothing going on. Y'all don't touch anything.
We still have 2 more rooms on this level left to clear. And
Oh,
then
I
I
know.
think we could probably like go into room 11 and take a rest.
Wait a minute. Wait, what?
We still have a little bit more of this level to clear. And then I think we can go into room 11 to take a rest.
Isn't room 11 the one we haven't opened yet?
No, we've been in there.
No, and that one we've been in.
Okay.
It's just that it could be very easily made into a trap to trap us in there, though.
It also has 1 entry point, and so it can't be used to flank us.
Yes, that's true.
That is the benefit and the disadvantage of a single entry exit point.
Yes.
But I could turn into a tree and you could put me across the door.
That
Sure.
sounds like a plan. I don't even know anymore. All right, I'm going to go now.
So Vic, for checking for traps and all that secret doors and looking for stuff in this room, I rolled a 28 and a 32.
In room 11?
No, room 8.
Oh, in room 8. And what did you roll?
A 31, a 28 and a 31.
28 for what? And the 31 for what?
Search and one checking for traps and searching for secret doors.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't know if that was 2 different things, so I rolled twice.
No, I appreciate it because it is. It definitely is.
LJ,
Regardless, if you can heal LJ a bit more.
I'm out.
LJ's taking like 170 points of damage. You guys want to go look through another room or some shit?
Yeah. With the healing that I just got, I should be all right.
Would you shut up? We're going.
I mean, I almost feel bad for taking all the healing earlier, but also I'm not the one that tried to pick up a god.
It's all right. Look, Victor mentioned I could do a stupid thing, so I had to do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's legit.
I'm really not judging you for the effort.
Fine. Let's not do 2 stupid things in a row. How about that? Just a thought.
We're having fun.
All right, so Blodgett does not find any traps left in this room that you haven't already set up.
Triggered.
And the door on the southwest, southeast, the door over here leading into this area is unlocked. No, I'm sorry, that door is locked. Oh, shit. Fucking notes.
Jay's
That door is locked, but it is not trapped.
LJ's gonna go up to that door and like stack up on it and say to Blodgett, "I'm finding all the traps. Do you want me to unlock the door too?"
No, I can unlock it. Just quit setting off all the traps. You doofus. I'm not a wolf anymore, so I can't bite your butt. But I'm telling you, quit it.
I'm just saying, in terms of finding traps here,
You're finding them all
I'm in the lead.
Yeah.
You're doing something, that's for sure. Okay.
So 31 to check the door.
Yeah, you checked the door already. It had no traps. You can use that
Okay.
roll to unlock it.
Oh, okay. Then unlock it. 31.
All right. The door is unlocked.
There you go. The door's unlocked. There's no traps. Blah blah blah.
Okay,
I'm walking over here. I'm going back invisible.
sounds good. LJ will look to Bash and go, "Hey, you wanna stack up with me?"
Ash will go meet up with LJ and get ready to go through this door.
We'll get in there. We'll kick some ass.
Sweet God in heaven. Why?
That has not been the way any of this has gone.
It'll be fine.
But Bash is fully game.
Oh, sure.
Why are you the
I mean, also
decision
true.
makers? No, we should not be doing this thing.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Do you want me to ask the door to open?
No, I want to go back the other way and go take a nap.
She wants to take a rest.
But we're
The argument
almost
is,
done.
Caroline, that you haven't opened everything on this level. So if you take a rest on this level, there's a higher chance of things coming out from doors that you haven't been in to kill you.
Yeah, we're almost done with this level. I think this is like the last room, and there's a little passage up to the north.
Never occurred to you guys we could put a lock on the door on our side?
I've actually done that before.
We could,
No, it never did.
but also there could be loot on the other side of this door.
I'm not healing you again. I'm just saying it.
All right.
I can't heal you again. I'm out.
But you're a paladin, John. You can lay on the hands
Look at the.
I can't actually do that.
Our health
for
insurance.
4 hit points.
Yes.
Hit points.
Four
Look,
hit
I'll take it.
points.
We're gonna miss our cleric. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
He's off on a power date with a Githyanki cleric that is a pervert.
Hey, those speed dates can go really well sometimes and not so well others.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is
We're
one
still
of the
trying to
bad
figure out
ones.
who's top. It's going to be a long night.
I'm gonna have a little listen check and then open the door.
All right. Your listen reveals nothing. The door
Okay.
opens to reveal. Dun dun dun.
40 Githyanki Knights.
Please God, no.
Another door.
God damn it. All right. LJ moves in.
Wait.
Check for traps.
Check for traps. The minute Blodgett left the friggin' room, she said, "Be right back." We were almost stupid again.
You're right. That's true.
Look, I'll show you how to check for traps. I'll just throw a rock in there.
No, you're not in charge of
That
checking
never
for
works.
traps. You're not in charge of it. We can wait a moment until she comes
I
back.
have actually used that to check for traps. In the Hall of Death, Neil Santos made a hallway that every 5-foot square was a different trap.
Oh,
And
that's
my character
mean.
went insane trying to cross it. I mean, I went insane trying to cross it with my character. It didn't go as well as I'd like. Brandon, you
Go ahead.
go ahead and roll for Blodgett.
All right. 17, so roughly $1 billion.
34. So yeah, there are no traps and the door is not trapped.
All right. LJ stacks up on the door, and I'm gonna do a little listen check.
All right, give me a little listen check.
32.
All right. It's a pretty good listen check. You hear. I can actually simulate this pretty well, I think. Okay. Brandon,
Elf
listen
come
closely.
home in a
Brandon,
box.
listen closely.
All right.
This is what you hear.
Don't open that door.
That's what you hear. That is exactly what you hear.
It's a bunch of kids in
Uh,
place basically with D20s in their hand, just kind of like, like a bunch of street toughs flipping quarters, leaning against the
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell Bash, go around to the other side where 12 is.
by himself.
Bash immediately heads up through the way and will tell Frida as he passes her what's going on.
Well, guys, can we
That
coordinate?
sounds like a giant critter.
Can we?
Giant. It's druid solidarity.
Yeah.
And when he does, he'll be like, I don't know what LJ's gonna do, but I'm gonna be on the other side of it.
All right. Fine.
You'll know. And Lev is gonna
And
come.
I'm assuming Blaz came with me to check for traps.
You can
Blodgett.
ask Blodgett too. Yeah.
I want to ask Blodgett to do that for sure.
All right. Brandon, can you give us a roll for Blodgett? And Frederick and Lev, what are
7.
you guys doing? You're just chilling out where you are?
No, Froderick is actually moving into 8, and I asked. Basically, I see, Bash. I see them walking out of the room, and he asks quietly, or just makes a motion of what the hell, what's going on.
We're stupid.
No
We're
traps
coming in.
found.
We're coming in from 2 ways. Pick a side.
So what? So what's in the room? Why?
I don't know what's in there, but it sounds kind of clickety clackety like some sort of big critter.
You can hear something, and you didn't ask me.
That sounds like a really good idea.
I got 24 ranks in listen. Okay, I'm the ranger.
I got 17. All right, I can hear stuff too. Do you want to take a listen?
Yeah,
Please be my guest.
I'll go over there and I'll try to identify then.
I'm trying to figure out how I fit dick measuring and listen checks onto a t-shirt.
Do you need me to do a listen check?
You can, Blodgett. You can actually, yes.
Apparently.
Let's all do
That
a
would
listen
be,
check.
yeah, that would be a really great thing for you to do a listen check, Sue.
All right, so
Lev
I got
is
a
gonna-
35.
All right, Frederick, what did you get?
Oh, I didn't even bother rolling yet, but I'll try. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 27. Okay, I did not do
All right.
so.
You guys hear this? You hear the same thing.
What kind of protective spells do we have going on right now?
You hear the same thing, but
But
Blodgett knows exactly what that sound is. That is the sound of coins clinking together. Blodgett's like, that is 100% the sound of coins clinking together
Money.
because it's the sound that I make with my treasure that I totally got from my share of the party's stuff every evening.
it's a room full of ATMs. Attack!
Lev is gonna come into the room to back up LJ.
Okay.
Frida is going to stay in the room that we know is clear, but be semi close to the doorway.
Okay.
Girls will move in to support Lev and LJ.
Mother of God, we're doing this.
Well, just stay out of my line of fire, please. I don't want to puncture you with an arrow.
Lev, you gonna move out of his line of fire?
Yeah,
You
I'll
won't
move into that.
hesitate.
Move into that corner. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, and LJ is going to kick in the door with enough force to make a noise to let Bash and Blodgett know that it's breaching time.
It's breaching time.
Kablam!
Bash will kind of like look around to make sure Blodgett is invisible.
Bash doesn't see Blodgett.
Watch is invisible.
Perfect. No, Bash was just making sure.
Is he going to open the door? Or is he just going to?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. LJ did just say it's breaching time. Just FYI. I don't know if you were.
Yeah, and Blanche's not going to open it. So
I'm looking at what's in the room, and I hate all of you. Except for those who didn't come with this.
All right, LJ. You kick open the door.
This is just like Munchkin.
It is very similar, actually. It is very, very similar.
You're greeted by an Amway salesman.
What is your armor class?
33.
All right. This room is sunken down 20 feet and goes up 20 feet. So it's a 40-foot high room. It's 40 feet high, about 40 feet across. And because of its depth and height, the middle of the room is essentially on the same plane of gravity, or is on the center of the plane of gravity. And a funny thing that occurs when you're on that plane is you can float. In the center of that room is a huge sphere made up of all of the coins of all the people the Gith Yankee has killed. Currency of all shapes, sizes, and denominations is stored here, left floating in a huge ball.
Check for traps.
Okay.
Is
You gotta wonder. It's like all the coins are up there. What the fuck is in the middle of it?
looking at it.
Oh, that was so perfect.
Okay, so Bash is gonna open the door on the other side.
Bash was waiting. What was Bash waiting for? He's still waiting on the other side.
No, it's
It's
okay. I
like
want to
Tuesday.
open the door now. Well, no, I just want to make sure I didn't need to like blow an attack of opportunity or something.
Right.
But since we have an idea what the room is now, I'm going to open the door. And then I'm going to, I don't know, take a common item, perhaps one of the mini spoons that I have in my bag of holding. I think I still have like 20 or something left. And I'm going to throw it into the spinning ball of gravity and see what happens.
Okay. It impacts. Give me a to hit roll, please.
You're going to spoon the rotating ball of currency.
Yes.
Spoon.
D20 plus your base attack bonus.
Base attack bonus. I did not add that, so it's going to be a little higher. Base attack. That is 31.
31. All right. You toss it directly into the center of the ball. It hits the coins, and several of them explode off from the ball of coins. The spoon itself is embedded now in this ball of coins, and the ball continues to slowly but surely spin.
Okay, cool.
I'm not concerned about the coins. I'm wondering what's in the middle of them.
It's a coin golem.
It's a coin vortex.
A coin text.
Well, Blodgett whispers in Bash's ear that thing looks alive. Don't risk it, because you gotta trust me. I know money.
I think we could safely. And this thing will still be there when we get back from our rest. How about
I think that's a great idea.
That sounds
Bash
great.
shuts the door and starts to head back over towards LJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere.
No.
It's
Right.
being itself. It's blissing here. Yeah. We
Yeah.
poked at it. It
Make you a
didn't
new
move.
spoon.
We're good.
Bash, please count off the spoons.
You know what happens when you run out of spoons, don't you?
I want to
fine.
say I'm at 18 just to be on the safe side and make sure I'm not overestimating how many spoons I have.
Roger that.
Carlos doesn't have spoons. He just has knives.
LJ pulls a spoon out of the cloak of commonality and gives it to you.
There, balance is restored to the universe.
Thank you. Back to night.
Carlos reaches into the cloak of commonality, even though he's not wearing it, but he's just close enough, and hands you a knife. Sometimes these work better. Maybe it's only a butter knife, but still.
Yeah, but if you stab them with a spoon, it'll hurt more.
All right. So what are you guys going to do at this point?
Rest.
Where?
Didn't
Room
we
11?
talk about going back somewhere to rest?
Yeah, to room 11.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
reasonable.
The ship, either one, okay. But 11. We probably ought to have a rotating guard, one per hour.
Oh, yeah.
I'm willing to stand guard.
I'll take first.
You'll need to take if you're a spellcaster, you need to take either the beginning or end shift so you can get your rest in. Otherwise,
fine.
you'll use your spell back.
Yeah.
I don't require sleep, so I will tree up in front of the door. And like I will actually lay on the ground and then turn into a tree, so it's a log in front of the door that they can trip over when they come in.
No, when you turn into a tree you're basically attaching to the ground itself.
Oh,
So
fine.
you're still a tree connecting to the stone ground.
So
Okay,
you
well,
can
I'll
do it off
turn
a
into a
wall.
tree right in front of the door so that when they try to open the door, they run into a tree.
All right. Okay, how long are you guys going to rest?
8 hours.
I'm down for that as long as nothing goes exploding.
That's a good answer. And what is your watch order?
What about the kind flare as well? Is he with us?
You go back to search for him, those of you who have the ability to see invisible, and he is not. You do not see him anywhere.
It's a good Yankee station. He buggered off. At least we can hope that. Let's keep an eye out for him just in case we don't want to get our brains eaten.
Okay, so let's figure out the order of standing guard.
He said that spell catchers ought to go first and last, right? Or recovering spells.
Yep.
Roger. I'll take second watch or the dog watch or whatever.
All right, I'm willing to take first watch. I'm pretty okay.
Okay,
Bash.
that's what I needed. Thank you. Check one thing.
No, Carrig is on the ship.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I thought you meant the thing that makes coffee for a moment.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
That's
Exactly.
definitely how he spelled it.
Yeah, I spelled it on purpose wrong because that's what
Butterscotch vanilla.
I was just saying, wait, what?
Well, that would be useful right now for standing guard, admittedly.
Well, yeah, that's what was so confusing because it sort of fit.
All right. You are about 4 hours in. No, it's not going to take that long. Yeah, no, we'll go with it. 4 hours in, and road trip. 5. Snicker snack. Pull that up. Okay. Okay. Response, Puerto Rico.
Okay, hold on a sec then.
Land shark.
Hold on.
No, ma'am. I'm a dolphin. I'm not a land shark.
I need to take a bio break really quick. I'll be right back.
All right, now's a good time. Spellcasters, go ahead and write down if you're going to change your spells. Go ahead and write down whatever new spells you have when you're waking up.
Where did I put that? I wrote them all down. Oh yeah, I remember these now.
All right. Other than that,
All right.
no other issues happen during the night or during the 8 hours of rest. You guys wake up from your nap, as it were. Okay. Why did I do that to myself? You guys wake up from your nap, and there are no further issues that you can tell.
So Frederick relays the message he got from Carrick while during the middle of the night.
And the message is?
Basically, he was wondering what the hell happened to, he's not getting a fix on blogs. And I told him that he fell into another dimension when he tackled the Githyanki priest. So I suggested that he use a scrying spell because all our spellcasters were in the middle of resting. It's a logical thing of happened.
Very.
All right, who's dead?
Nobody's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
We're all well rested. I know, shocking. All right.
He's resting. Well, I'll wake him up. Hello, pie.
Be right back.
All right, what are you guys going to do at this point?
So maybe I think we should go somewhere else instead of fucking with the coin golem or whatever the hell that is. Currency Geist.
I think the coins are just the crunchy center on the like creamy center of suck in the middle. Cuddling is what that is.
Okay, yeah, like that's its event horizon.
Yeah,
If our goal is to take this whole vessel,
we do have
perhaps
to
we should.
clear it.
Yeah, well, we could take it first and leave that thing alone because that thing seems to be self-contained to whatever it is. If there's a creature in there or whatever, it's not moving about and attacking things. It's stuck there.
There's that. We can look to higher powers and maybe get a bit more insight. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say we move on and clearing the rest of this.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, worst case scenario, maybe we can just jettison that entire section, some way or another.
Just hit it with a plane shift off of one of Lev's spells. Just
Well, you
dump
do
it
have
somewhere
to
else.
touch it, and if you're trying to plane shift something that doesn't want to be plane shifted, it gets a saving throw.
Okay.
I've been like moving them around in circles.
I thought that might be the case. I did not. Someday.
So the circles speed up.
I swear to God, that sounded like Richard, but it's actually Winter. That was weird. All right, so what you guys are all awake. You have your hit points back. What do you guys want to do?
Lev is going to scry on Blas.
Did we ever figure out what that room was with all the controls?
Say again your last.
Did we ever figure out what that room was with all the controls above 12?
Negative.
Okay. So I remind you guys, there's a room in there that we haven't gone to, that only I've been to.
All right. Well, we can go check it out.
All right, give me a D20 plus your level.
Everybody or just me?
No, Lev, please.
Oh,
It's that point of the evening I need to turn my light on so I can see the dice that I'm rolling. Sweet. That's a natural 20, so 36.
36. All right. Lev sees a series of eyes gazing back at him. Give me a will save, please.
Are you joking?
Nope.
Catch you later.
See you later.
All right, thank you, Joel. Get some rest, man.
Have a good one,
Much
man.
love.
All right, get some rest.
So 27, Victor.
You made your will save. You basically get a definite headache.
Is he where I think he is?
He's on another plane, that's for sure.
I'm thinking a particular plane
Hmm.
that doesn't exist in our cosmos. Does it feel like that?
Does it feel like a plane that doesn't exist? Lev is unsure. He's never been to planes that don't exist, so it's hard to
Well,
tell.
no, but he's scryed upon gods that don't exist before and gotten a headache. Does this feel like that kind of a headache?
No, actually, it does not feel like that kind of a headache.
Okay, so it was probably his robe of eyes rejecting the scry. Jeez, come on, I'm your friend, dude.
Such a friend. All right, what else are you guys gonna do this? You guys are all up and back. What else is everyone gonna do?
Lev's gonna start casting buffs on the party.
All right.
Let's buff up all we can.
Yeah.
Put any spells that you're casting on the party into chat, please. So Lev is casting spells. Anyone else?
Carlos is arming up and prepping, and that's about it.
Oh.
He doesn't have a whole lot to add.
What I miss?
You need to prep any spells for the party. Now's the time to do it.
I am on top of that.
I thought you might be.
Looks like we lost a game player.
Yeah, Frederick called it a night early.
It's a local thing. State or at least for cases of larger states. Like counting. Size of the state. So.
Oh, I see. We need to go ahead and cast these right now, or
Time to buff up.
Yep.
If you're going to cast a spell, now's the time. Let me know.
now I understand. Okay, Cat's Grace for the friggin' party, and my one that is I should remember. Stone Skin for myself.
Okay, and so can you put your spells into chat so other people can see what you've cast? Stone Skin for yourself is easy, but if you're casting someone on other people, all right. So we have a group Cat's Grace, Crown of Might, magic weapons for other people. Those spells being cast, what do you guys want to do?
Let's open it up and start exploring.
Yeah, let's check out that last room with the controls that only Blodgett's been in.
I'd say let's prep to see if something is waiting to ambush us on the other side of the store first, though.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you want to do listen checks then?
Yeah.
All right, go and give me a listen check, please.
Lev did bad.
Oh.
LJ did worse.
Get Blodgett up here.
Blodgett.
Listening to the door, is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Checking it for traps would probably be a good idea too.
28 to listen. Ooh. And to check for traps. I got a 33.
All right, the door from 11 is not trapped, and you hear nothing unusual.
Okay.
All right, opening the door, you see the room as it was previously. Area 6 still has a bunch of dead bodies. The prismatic wall is gone. There are no other. It does not appear that anything has changed or moved in this room, although the bodies are beginning to smell something fierce.
Is there a silent spell but for smells?
No.
No,
I'm a 16th level wizard. Do you think I could get on that?
you should.
Totally.
Or just make them incinerate them, that they instantly poof.
Oh, there you go.
We've got the vacuum about
That's just
space.
that's
We
just
could
a war
start
crime.
Shutting them. How
To be
incinerating?
specific, Brandon, it's another war crime.
True.
All right. You guys are currently looking out over the field of your destruction, Area 6. You can see all the way into Area 7. The throne is still there. Bits and pieces of Githyanki bodies are all between the two rooms. And the bat is gone because the summoning expired and he has been toppled. Same. Okay. And you wanted to go to 14?
Yep.
All right. You guys go into 14. It is still the same as it was previously. A huge hexagonal mirror about 10 feet high, 10 feet wide, and a series of controls that don't quite make any sense.
And Lev make some sort of knowledge check about this.
Sure. Just going to go up.
What knowledge should I use?
Is Lev actually by himself right now doing this?
No, I would bring the entire party.
Okay, just making
The
sure.
party's there.
No, that's okay. I was distracted for a moment, so I was just making sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Ben, because that is a good point.
And then they start soy saucing.
Mm.
Okay. Lev steps up and is examining it. Give me a spellcraft check.
Okay. That'll be a 37.
All right. As far as you can tell, it is some sort of mechanical method to engage magical communication. And about that time, the mirror changes to reveal a Githyanki standing on the other side.
But of fucking course.
Oh shit!
What is Love gonna do?
Does he appear hostile? Like I'm unclear what this is. Is this like a projection on the mirror, or is the mirror gone and we're getting?
That is a valid question. What is Love
Who
gonna
do we have that looks like a Githyanki? Because they need to step up right about now and smack Lev in the back of the head or something.
Well, Lev's invisible.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Lev
What is Lev
will
going to
he'll move to the back left corner of the room. He'll float there and he'll hold his action.
do? All right. Blodgett, what is Blodgett doing?
Elijah's gonna hold his action because he's invisible, and he's gotta kind of get closer to the wall so that I have some. Everybody else has room to get in there if they need to.
Bash?
Bash is going to take the wand of magic missile and fire at the mirror.
Because of course he will.
Think about what is happening right now and whether or not this would be Bash's appropriate action.
Roll damage, please, Bash.
And LJ will come up too late to stop him. It's like, wait. Oh.
Seriously, Bash, we're going to stop taking you on these investigative parts.
Like a dog looking at his own reflection.
So 3 times 3, 9.
9 points of damage. The mirror explodes.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay,
Pretty
can
good
we
amount of
steer
hits.
this ship without the mirror?
All right. Oh shit, that's a high roll. 23 hit points of damage to Lev, Bash, Logit, and LJ.
How many?
23.
Ow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And Frida's character is going to say, is there a particular reason why you thought it would be a good idea to explode the guidance system?
What makes you think it was a communication system? Why would it be a guidance system? More importantly,
Well, you
if
know.
they could see, if we could see them, the perception by Bash is they could see us, and there may or may not have been a guy behind the mirror.
Okay, I'm just going to point this out. We don't know where the hell we're going. We're eventually going to have to talk to somebody. We're in a position.
Okay, you remember the
Okay,
part where the
technically you do know where
stormtroopers
you're going.
are talking to Han Solo, and he shoots the freaking communication device? That is Bash.
I mean,
That is Bash's mindset.
Yeah, I will be fair to Bash. I'm not super pleased about this turn of events, but I'm not on board with talking to Githyanki very much, considering what I've seen.
the
This is-
as Bash was firing the magic missiles, the Yankee in the mirror looked at it with surprise.
Yeah, I imagine it did. You're saying we know where we're going, Vic?
Only because the space elves told you. You guys were asking where the Rock of Brawl is, and they told you to go up to the God's Head Nebula and hang a right, basically. They
I'm
said
going
go
to
to
ask
God's Head
very
Nebula,
nicely.
which is a travel of about 3 days, and then go westward, essentially, quote unquote, kind of hang a right, for I think I wrote down a week.
I'm going to ask Bash to turn into a tree so I can fertilize him. So, I think
Oh,
you're hangry. I think you're hangry.
this is one of those games, huh?
So I think you need some food and not. Oh, you just made that way too weird.
Are you feeling nice and fertile, Bash?
He fell asleep.
What?
He fell asleep.
Yep.
Caroline is pooping on Bash.
I am not.
It's a sex thing.
No,
is it?
it's
Okay.
not. And no, I'm
Is
not.
it just
You-
urine? Does it need
Both-
some nitrogen?
Both are true.
I'm just gonna pour Red Bull on him. Okay.
I don't understand. Like this is well within character. This is an appropriate response for Bash.
It is,
That
but I'm
doesn't
still
mean
not
we have
happy
to
about
like
it.
it.
That's a good point. That's fair.
Lev's gonna become visible with a bunch of glass sticking out of him, going, it hurts. It hurts. It
Hang on.
hurts.
Hang on, I got the Bactine.
I've got the band-aids.
For the record, the freezer is not where cookie dough goes. That goes in the refrigerator, just in case anybody ever gets confused.
Says you.
Well, now it's frozen and I have to wait.
You freeze it only if you're gonna be waiting a really long time to make them, and you're better off not putting them in the freezer.
Okay. Y'all are weird.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I like frozen things, but this is like too frozen to eat.
That does become problematic at a certain point. So yeah, I can see that.
Like just putting some cookie dough in the freezer for like 10 to 15 minutes to like freeze it to then go have cookie dough bites. That, on the other hand, seems like a most reasonable thing to do.
That sounds freaking amazing right now.
Yeah.
How you're evil for suggesting it when I have no access to any cookie dough. But I have brownies. Okay.
All right. No.
Okay, is there anything else in this room?
No, there's nothing else in the room. Sorry.
Fantastic.
I'm looking for something and I cannot for the life of me find it.
In a sec, bio break.
Alrighty, John's becoming biologic. Alright, yeah, in 14 there's nothing else in that room.
All right. Well, from here, do we want to go up or down?
I mean, I'm not sure that up and down are relevant here.
Oh my god. This is probably the only place in the ship where it is relevant.
Could be argued either way, I think.
Well, imagine I wanted to avoid semantics.
One of those people.
Okay, so after the tweezers and the back team, we
Okay.
examine. I'm sure we examined the controls again.
I mean, they definitely look like they control something.
Okay, does anybody here have any idea on Get Yankee control systems?
Nope, we killed
Lev
everybody.
might, maybe.
It might be
Sure.
fun to start pushing and pulling things.
No.
No.
You go into the corner. You've already exploded things. We're not doing any more exploding right now.
Well, Ben, that's you out. I mean,
If Lev
That's pretty much
casts,
done for the night.
if Lev casts comprehend languages, would he be able to identify the controls?
that works on scrolls and stuff, legible things that are legible.
Why don't
There
we get
are there words
Marvin?
written on these controls? Because Marvin's on the ship.
Okay. So let's get Marvin.
But he's on the ship. I mean, I don't think you understand this. Marvin
I do understand.
is on
We
the
can go
ship.
all the way back to the ship.
You can't go all the way back
That's
to the
what we're
ship.
gonna do.
We could
Okay.
go all the way back down to the ship, but
I mean, that's on the ship. That's a long ways away.
Lev's
We're gonna do
Lev's
that.
gonna be a tough convince to leave this room before some healing.
Well, can't we raise a dead person and ask him? Don't we have like 5 questions or something if we raise him from the dead and ask him questions?
We
Don't we-
do, but I don't have that spell prepared.
Wait a minute.
But don't we have a cleric that does?
No, the only
Uh,
cleric you have is in another dimension.
Well, LJ is also a cleric.
That's true. Does he have speak with that?
No, but he can go to sleep. Go back to sleep and we'll wake up and then we'll do this.
No, he doesn't have speak with dead prepared.
All right, Lev.
Even if he goes to sleep.
You get back 15 hit points.
Thank you. I'm full.
Yay!
All right. Do we want to go get Marvin now? We should do that.
We have Marvin.
Yes, my turn.
Lev will communicate with Dog and say we're coming to get Marvin.
Dog's response is about time.
Tired of him already.
You have no idea. Okay, how do you guys decide to go get Marvin?
Uh,
I have
I
a teleport
guess-
spell. Scroll.
don't put a teleport scroll on it.
Okay.
I think we're going to have a security detail up here soon.
Yeah, LJ and
Bash are going to go get him.
LJ, Bash, and Garlos, because we need somebody to fly the little skiff that we've got in the hangar.
Okay.
Let's go as quickly as possible.
All right. LJ, Bash, and Garlos, get on the skiff. Get Marvin. Come back. Marvin is not with you. As soon as I find where the hell is.
Yippee!
There it is. No, Marvin was
no.
actually still in room
Marvin's-
5. He's been in
Marvin's
room 5 this entire time.
He's what?
He's been in room 5 this entire time.
He's been hanging out.
Yeah, you guys left him in room 5 when you were adventuring, and he's
God
still there.
damn it. Marvin.
On the
You
other
come back,
side,
and he is picking up pieces of paper.
because that's what he does.
He takes a moment, recognizes you.
Marvin, I
Says,
need you
"Oh."
to drop those pieces of paper on the floor. It's very important.
He says, "But these were left here. I'm gonna feel unappreciated if I don't have these pieces of paper with me."
Hang on. I come over. No, I'm not there. Damn it. I would solve the problem, but I'm not there.
You're gonna let Marvin bring the pieces of paper with him, or what are you doing?
Gonna tell Marvin, we appreciate you tidying up these papers more than words can describe, but we've learned that it's imperative to the mission that they remain scattered on the floor. If you don't drop those papers, then the whole universe is going to die.
You could just take the papers from me.
Marvin quickly starts grabbing more bits of paper off of the floor.
Marvin, no.
Just take the
He says,
frick-
"Don't threaten me with a good time."
We bring him back along.
All right. Marvin comes back along with you, clutching bits of paper.
Do you happen to have an instruction manual on Githyanki control systems in those pieces of paper?
He says, "Not in these, and I doubt you would find any, all things considered."
Do you happen to have something of the sort stored in your mind? What I'm asking is, do you know what these buttons do?
He says, "Those two questions are completely divergent and not able to be used in the same sentence. I wouldn't recommend."
Let's focus on the second one then.
He looks at the buttons, he looks at the panel, he looks at the buttons, and he says, "They do nothing now."
Well,
I love that Bash is
Oh,
laughing
oh.
hysterically silently.
LJ casts mending on the mirror. I have mending.
This is
You do
Hogwarts.
have mending. Are you going to grab all the pieces of the mirror and put them back and then try to mend it?
Sure.
All right, that's going to take you a bit because the mirror completely fucking exploded.
I'm going to, while he's fooling with that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to come over and talk to Marvin. Marvin, can you tell me, please, what these controls mean in terms of, for example, forward, back, left, right?
He looks at you for a moment. By the way, give me a search check. For anyone who is picking up pieces of mirror, give me a search check.
Don't look at me. I'm not picking up pieces of mirror.
Please,
I'll
I
let over
need the
that.
help of the party on this.
All right.
Dude, I did so bad. I did really bad.
Marvin says, "Those are not controls to move directions unless the direction you're moving is verbal."
Okay, how do we move this ship?
He looks around at the floor for a moment and he says, "Get about 20 space dwarves."
Okay, Marvin, there are people who normally would be in the cockpit right now steering this ship. They're not here. We want to steer the ship.
I think the problem is the room that we are in is not designed for steering. I think it had a sole purpose of something else.
He looks at Frida and says, I'm honestly surprised that someone who communes with nature would want to go gallivanting about the galaxy and witness all the horrible things that exist there.
And that's
But this
not
room
an
is not the
answer to
room
my
to do it.
question, young man.
He says, but this room is not the room to do it in.
Okay. Thank you for answering my question. Do you know where the room would be for us to steer the ship?
He says you would need the dwarves. I already told you this.
Where do they keep the dwarves?
He looks at you and says, in this region of space, you'd be hard pressed to find one.
That's not good. Okay, so I guess we return to the original question. Do we go up or down?
All right, so Garlus, you did your search check. You found a bunch of pieces of mirror. Are you still casting mending on it?
LJ is intent on trying to
LJ
salvage
never
whatever
gave
the
me a
hell
search
this
check
is.
for finding the pieces of mirror.
You got a 19.
Okay, well, Garlus got a 16. They're not the sharpest kits in the drawer.
Well,
It
I've
takes
rolled
you
a
about
1.
45 minutes. You find enough pieces of mirror to call it good,
Sweet.
and you cast a mending on the mirror. The mirror looks pretty decent. It looks like you have mended the mirror to this console.
Sweet. We'll talk with Marvin and ask, does this do anything now that we've fixed it? What does this do?
Um, Marvin looks at you and says, this still does the same thing it did the last time you asked me, which is nothing.
Do you know what the purpose of this room was?
Don't you have some pieces of paper to pick up?
He says, of course.
We're just not asking the right question.
God, this is infuriating. I love Marvin so much. When the things in this room did something, what might they have done? What was the original intended function of this room, Marvin?
The original purpose.
He looks at Love for a moment and says, some days I am surprised that you're able to form coherent enough sentences to ask decent questions. But
Some
this room
days
was a
I am
communications room.
surprised. Okay. Communications room. Fantastic. Sometimes I am surprised I have not blown you to bits so that I can continue asking these intelligent questions that you're so shocked by.
Don't give him a goal.
He says, well, I'm not
you're
the one who
teasing him now.
destroyed the communications array mirror and then
Don't look at
attempted
me. Don't look at me. It
and
wasn't
then
me.
attempted to use it again. And he says, honestly, if you imagine that you have enough Githyanki spellcasters to recreate the magic used to create this Githyanki portal, I really wonder about your mental states.
Oh, portal. So it's a portal now.
Well,
like
it's
for transport? Communications.
So we basically have a mirror that don't work. Gotcha.
Cool.
It's like taking a crystal ball, shattering
Yeah.
it, and casting mending on the crystal ball. You have definitely mended the crystal ball. It is no longer a crystal ball.
Yes, well, I suppose we didn't need to talk to anybody anyways. Or, as to quote an old movie, boring conversation anyway.
I was waiting
We
for that
we
one.
may need Marvin though. I mean, Marvin may need to be with us.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't leave him here.
Yeah. This has like Marvin going rogue all over it if we leave him here.
I don't know, we could leave him here to pick up more pieces of the mirror. Ugh. And although I understand, Bash, that was in your mind a logical course of action, stop it.
We need to train this reflex out of Bash.
Let me ask this: had the Gith Yankee continued to view us in shock and confusion, what would that have done for us? We have no way to communicate with the Gith Yankee. We don't speak the language. All we would have done is like let them know where we were and what we were, and given them more time to figure it out.
We could have shown them like our butts and then asked about their car's extended warranties.
They're already trying to kill us.
You know, I'm
Give
just
more reasons to.
I'm about to do the same thing my mother used to do to me. Just go away and get out of my face.
Are we going up or down?
All right, valid question. That's a great question. Where do you guys want to go from here now that all of our children are growing up? And how do you spend your time when there's no one here with you?
Why don't we ask Marvin which way he thinks we should go to get to the part of this that allows us to steer it?
That works for me.
Give it a shot. Doesn't really matter. We'll
As,
keep
as
it
far
in
as
one
I
way or
know,
another.
the answer to the question of steering and propulsion is
Dorbs.
yeah.
Well, let's
Well,
just pick a
apparently-
direction.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d20. High we go up, low we go down. High, we're going up. Let's go to room 9.
Works as well as anything else.
Hey ho, up we go.
LJ will take point and kind of do a little hop, start drifting up.
Hey Marvin, what was the throne room for?
He looks into the throne room, says, sitting.
Makes sense.
He's the best character in the game.
You just have to keep asking him what else the throne room might have been used for.
That works. What else might the throne room have been used for?
He looks back at the throne room and says, unsurprisingly, in my knowledge of creatures in general, it would be a great place to dispense quote unquote wisdom to your subjects.
Do you think kneeling might have been part of the deal as well?
Pardon me, I gotta answer the doorbell? That was
Ding
weird.
dong. Ding dong, asshole calling, asshole. Ding dong calling. Want to buy some asshole cookies? They're cream filled. All right. The passageway in 9 goes up.
Yep.
You guys gonna
LJ
go
is
up?
gonna take a little hop and he's gonna start going up.
All right.
He's going in first.
Sorry, Bash will go behind him.
Regardless of Fallout.
Bash covers LJ's behind.
That is the latest I've ever had witnesses show up at my door.
Wow.
That's really late.
Yeah.
You know, in all my
Did you do the
adult
sign of
life-
the cross and throw holy water on them? Like about a gallon? Nice and cold? Ice in
I-
it?
I think everybody quit doing the door-to-door thing, or at least I don't know. Most of them did because I've been waiting my entire adult life for somebody to do it, and it just hasn't happened. And I anticipated that day as a child.
I know,
It's
right?
happened to me multiple times, and I have way too much fun with it. But they aren't as much fun on the stock answers anymore.
All right. So in this corridor, you have a passageway leading up. Right there, that little square is a passageway leading up. And then you have two doors, one door over here, one door over here.
Yes, I know.
Hmm.
Everything's fine now. You're okay. You're okay.
What do you guys want to do? LJ's in the lead. So LJ, what direction were you headed?
LJ is going to.
Go for the one straight down.
Yeah, he's going to go for the one straight across there.
Okay. One of you said down and one of you said across.
Do you mean the room straight down, or do you mean the like I'm
The room,
clearing
the room
hallway?
straight down.
Okay.
Like the room to the south.
Sure,
I'd
I'll
say.
do a listen check at the door there.
All right.
I think
Give me your
that's a
roll, please.
34. Let me double check. Yeah,
Let's get
34.
Bludgeon up here and do a check for traps. Let's keep this proper so we don't die abruptly because we're stupid.
God, you're so boring. Shake the traps. I don't want to die.
Go Blodgett. We count on you.
15 on the dice for check traps.
All right.
Oh, Blodgett's
got
here.
32.
Blodgett's here. I didn't know that.
32. All right.
Yeah, Blodgett's here. I just
You're
here.
being very sneaky like a rogue.
Yes.
Roll sneak attack damage on me.
You don't want me to?
No, it's
Bludgeon, you
unique
do not
attack
find any
damage.
traps on this door. The door is
Sneak up on it.
Traps.
The door is not trapped, but you can tell it is wizard locked.
Ooh.
Carlos
Well-
says, "Fuck this" and casts knock.
Okay. Bink.
It's
No.
one spell I have at that level, and I have 6 of them.
With a soft click, you hear the door unlock.
Open locks,
LJ.
open locks.
Open the door.
All right.
What is inside?
Well, it's Atari games.
Tetris. Okay.
$30.
There are two 8-foot diameter cylindrical tables with 6 drawers set into the sides. Attached to one wall is a row of different cloaks and garments, some wildly decorative and some perfectly normal. There are 4 small beds, nothing too extravagant. And on the tables, there's still a series of small cups and a flask of wine.
Damn, these people had lives. And we ended them.
Mm-hmm. Very
I was
neat.
gonna cast Detect Magic and start searching the room for any magical items, especially
I mean, come on.
for especially
When did
for
that kind of stuff start
cloaks. The
Oh my God.
cloaks.
Okay, there's a gorgeous multicolored cloak that is magical. He gets a hit on one of the several items inside one of the tables, and no hit on the other table, and nothing in the rest of the room.
Hey Blodgett, could you come check out this drawer with the magic thing in it?
Sure.
And Lev is going to move back.
Okay.
We're showing greater
22.
intelligence.
All right. Blodgett, you do not detect any traps in there.
Yeah. Okay. I don't detect anything, but you go with your gut.
I'll have LJ open it.
Well, it's 3 different drawers that are showing up as containing things magical.
Oh, okay. Then I will have him open them.
Okay. One contains a flask, an iron flask, and the other 2 contain scrolls.
Cool.
Mhm.
LJ's gonna shake the flask. Sound like there's anything in there?
Don't piss off the occupant.
It honestly feels like there is something in there, yeah.
What do you think? Should I open it?
You just wrecked some demon's room. You might want to make peace with it first.
Let's not open that right now. We don't need to open it right now.
Yeah.
Fine, fine. We'll continue exploring. So LJ will start making his way up that corridor going north. With
Okay.
Ash behind him, hopefully.
So LJ takes the flask and leaves everything else, or what are you guys doing?
No, we're checking each drawer. And what's the cape again?
We're taking everything, by the way.
Oh, okay, you didn't say that.
Yeah, I've got the 2 unidentified scrolls on Lev.
Yeah, 2 unidentified scrolls and a large multicolored cloak.
Can I see what the cloak is?
Multicolored cloak.
It would fit. It's about it's about the size of most magical cloaks, which is to say about 4 feet in length. Not as long as a robe, but definitely a cloak.
All right. Lev will go ahead and cast Identify on that and the flask. So what are those?
The cloak appears to be a cloak of protection +4.
Nice.
Dang.
And the
I think that's a lever or something. Hey.
Yeah, I think that's Lev is normal size now. That's right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though, it's still kind of wasted on Lev because that will bring his AC to 20, which really
I
only
can give it-
happens when Victor rolls a 2.
I would happily take the cloak. Anything to help me just a little bit, but yeah.
Mm.
Except somebody might need it more.
No. Give it to Carolyn if she wants it. Otherwise, I'll give Lev my cape and take the cloak. But Carolyn, I think actually probably needs it more.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
LJ
Sure.
already has the Cloak of Commonality.
I've got a +4 splint. I'm doing a lot better now.
So what are we calling this cloak?
you're gonna put the
Protection
cloak
+4.
on.
We've checked it for traps, right?
Yeah, it's been identified.
I put the cloak on.
Okay, give me a fortitude save, please.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
shit.
Duck.
Roll really high.
Damn it! I should
your
have put the cloak on
your
first.
prime skill, isn't it? Fortitude.
I have a good fortitude save, thank
Yeah.
God.
I remember
Oh,
you saying
hi.
you were good at fortitude.
I
so-
rolled a fucking 20.
Sweet.
20
All right.
plus 13, so 33.
33. You do not die of poison. You are feeling really ill, and you can't quite seem to get the cloak off.
I scream.
Okay, that's a legitimate thing to do.
Yeah, somebody do a remove curse.
Uh,
Get that fucking thing off her.
Your cleric is in another dimension.
hang on, I've got this. Yeah, Lev casts a limited wish and casts remove curse.
Okay, that will allow the cloak to be removed.
Thank God.
Son
Okay.
of a bitch.
I'm trusting nothing else on this ship. What kind of damage did I take?
There's no damage. It's just a really high fortitude save. The DC was 28, so you made it by 5.
Shit.
Yeah,
So you just,
it is,
you
and
didn't just
it
fucking
is
die
instant death. It's not regular poison.
Wow.
It's a cloak of poisonousness, which is now slowly but surely unraveling.
then. Damn.
So it's not a cloak of protection.
No, no.
It's a cloak of kill your ass.
Yeah, it was. It's now a cloak of not much happening.
Really
Okay,
glad,
guys.
really glad that Lev didn't put that cloak on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Love would have been toast.
That would have been bad.
Are there any boring lesser cloaks lying around?
Let's make an assumption that everything here wants to kill us. Okay?
Pretty much a good assumption.
That assumption in mind, I have also cast Identify on the flask.
Right.
Is that the proper iron flask? There's actually a item called an iron flask. And it's very, very bloody nasty.
That is actually a proper iron flask.
Oh shit, it's not empty.
What does it do?
That means there's a demon in it.
Don't open that.
Cool.
That sounds awesome.
Don't open
Yeah,
that.
so do nuclear warheads until they go off in your vicinity now, don't they?
Okay, again, everything here wants to kill us. We're not Githyanki. Okay. Jesus fuck.
I mean, really,
I don't even
talk about it better.
Lev's gonna pocket that one.
Okay.
Yes, of course you do. Oh, God. All right. Okay. I don't care what treasure is here anymore. I'm okay with leaving this ship forever. I don't care. Everything here wants to kill us.
Treasure sucks, Victor.
Okay, we throw out the treasure and we keep the ship.
The ship wants to kill us too.
We cleanse it of that.
I almost don't want to know what's in that big pile of floating gold in 13 anymore.
There is
I
no
mean,
almost.
it's a lot of
Oh, okay,
gold.
wait. I want to keep the ship because of that gold, and I have a plan on how we can use it to repay some debt that we have accumulated.
I don't really actually give a damn about the cash. I want the ship because it's a fucking aircraft carrier and we're in space.
I want the ship because it's because of materialism.
Yes, I want to park it over the city, and then I want to go down to those rich assholes and be like, "Here, we think this should make up for anything we've done. Here's an entire room of cash."
No, we're not
Have a nice
giving
day.
them. We're not giving them the ship. I mean, fuck a temple.
We're
This is
gonna
gonna be.
we're gonna give
This is
them
gonna
the
be my
room.
new wizard tower.
We're gonna
Okay.
give them the room with the spinning ball of coins, and say that we're paying to rent the airspace above the city, and then they're gonna get a ball of coins with whatever happens to be in it.
Let's wait
The
until they
Ben's taking
charge
on this
us.
Are you chaotic
Let's
evil?
wait until they charge us for the airspace above the city. And then we'll throw them into the very clearly trapped room of gold.
John, he's chaotic neutral, so he's the closest. He and you are the closest to chaotic evil the party has.
Yeah, but even I'm questioning this, so we gotta wonder about this now, don't we?
Oh yeah.
I'm going to
You got-
say this again. Everything here wants to kill us. What are we trying to accomplish right now? I'm just double checking. Don't we already have a ship?
Yeah.
We're trying to kill everything in here first.
Yeah, we're clearing this because it's going to be a thorn in our side if we don't get rid of it. It's one of those things, if we don't make sure we clear it out, then it's going to be a problem later on. In the meantime, it is actually a base station, and if we can find a way to run it and keep it for ourselves, we actually have something like an aircraft carrier that we can base ourselves out of, which brings us really way up on the food chain where we're at. And so, yeah, high price, big sticker price, a lot of sticker shock, but yeah. In the meantime, everything that we do that we work to clear, it's going to be worth it in the end, even if we end up destroying it.
Okay, we should put Marvin in front of us. And that way, next I'm draping the cloak across Marvin. I'm just saying. All right.
All right, LJ's gonna take point going into the hallway up north.
Okay. I'm gonna check out the other door.
Yep. Listen check of
Oh, listen first. Okay.
Listen, test for traps. Is Blodgett still here? Did Blodgett leave? Is that why we got stupid again? Blodgett
They
is
said
still.
be right
Blodgett is
back.
BRB.
See, we almost did it again.
Listen check of 36.
All right. Since Sue's not here, you can roll for her.
12 on the die.
Well, for
All right.
Suze,
No traps detected, and the door is not locked.
Is there any noise?
Oh, she can hear you, but she can't unmute. Okay, Suze, can you roll a detect traps, please? $19. Is that total? It's weirdly low for you. It's a bad day for Blodge. All right, inside the room, it contains several pieces of furniture and accessories, but nothing valuable or noteworthy. Even for a Githyanki chambers, it looks pretty sparse and bland.
I don't believe you.
Okay,
Oh.
you don't have to.
let's just bloody search and be done with it.
Give me a search check then.
Look up.
If Fleet is looking up, free to give me a search check as well, since you're going in the room and looking.
LJ only got a 21,
Okay.
but Lev is going to scan it with a detect magic.
Ooh, there you go. No magic is detected. Caroline, I didn't see your search check. Oh, Basco.
19.
All right. You do see under the on the other side of the small table that is there, because it's a regular table, not built into the. I guess it would be built in as well. Yeah, it's got a table built into the one of the pillars. On the other side of the table, you see someone has scrawled something in Githyanki.
Hey, Marvin.
Mhm.
There's some writing on the table here. What's it say?
He peers down, looks up at the table. And says it expresses, and then looks over at Bash and says, it appears our druid's friends are essentially expressing the similar wishes to the druid himself, or dryad. But wait, some of you are shapeshifted to look like Githyanki's. I forgot that.
I accidentally fully turned some of us into Githyanki.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's not just a looks like.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
when he
they,
cast polymorph other, it's a permanent spell.
Who got polymorphed?
Blodgett and Marvin.
but the problem was Marvin wasn't there and Blodgett was invisible. So what the Githyanki saw was not other Githyanki. It was the rest of the party.
You can't polymorph Marvin.
Okay, so Blodgett has been turned into a Githyanki.
Can't polymorph Marvin.
No, that definitely would not have been successful. I didn't realize you were trying to do that.
Yeah, because there was this whole spiel about him having legs now, like real legs.
Oh shit, you're right. You did.
Yeah.
because his legs had been destroyed, and so you were polymorphing him to give him legs and turning him, and you made him look like a Yankee.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
That would kill him.
What?
He would be dead now. He probably would have told you that would kill him.
Okay, that's something.
Although
so
he probably, honestly, he wouldn't have. But we've gone far enough in the game without him being dead that he would have. We'll say he told you.
Okay, so he's still Marvin.
Yeah.
And I guess
Still got
that's
no
just
legs.
just a spell slot lost.
Yeah. You would have had to do something else regarding his legs, because essentially the only reason he exists is his internal organs are computer parts. And when you polymorph someone, you polymorph them into the thing. So he would become a Githyanki. However, he does not have the level of wherewithal to exist as a Githyanki and would then fall over dead. Polymorphing a computer into something that is not a computer creates something that is not a computer.
Huh. Well, that's
He
a
is a
bummer.
computer. Yeah, he is a computer. You can't polymorph a computer into something else unless you don't want a computer anymore. Like if you polymorphed your iPhone into a Tyrannosaurus Rex, it would no longer be able to make a phone call.
But could it eat me?
It would be dead. Unless you go upon the idea that the ghost in the machine and all machines also have a soul, in which case the argument could be made that it would be alive, but not quite as sentient as you would have imagined, or more sentient than you could possibly imagine, and therefore incredibly dangerous.
I feel like I would lean towards the latter because I wouldn't expect a Tyrannosaurus Rex to be very particularly sentient in the first place.
I am really wondering why we are having this discussion at this point.
Because at some point you may try to polymorph Marvin. Yeah, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see that.
What if we polymorphed Marvin into a smaller version of a computer? Would Marvin know what that would be so that he'd be more portable?
I've got it. Let's
Could Marvin
polymorph
describe
him.
such a device to us?
Let's polymorph him into a robot with legs.
That seems like an
you would have used limited wish to recreate the legs that he had previously.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that middle ground.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Because he's been walking around all this time, and I had completely forgot that that's what you guys were trying to do. I definitely must have been tired or out of it.
It goes along with many of the other bad decisions we make.
True
To be
story.
clear, Bash was not on board for giving Marvin back legs.
I mean, honestly, neither was Marvin entirely.
Or even keeping Marvin around this long. But, you know, nobody wanted to let me drop him into the lava. to save the world.
He wanted to let you drop him in the lava. He was all for it.
That is true. He would have sacrificed himself.
Finally, the end. Please
He's the
let
best
me die.
character
Please.
in the game. How else
Yes.
would we have known the throne in room 7 was for sitting?
True story. I mean, he is vital to this campaign for you guys. All right. He lets you know that the writing underneath the table is a Githyanki bitching not only about the conditions of the station or the outpost, but also bitching about the fact that Mimhanok is most definitely fucking Promachus.
Memhanok's the cleric. No, it's fucking anything.
No, Mimhanok was the was Mimhanok the cleric? I don't think so. Might have been though. No, Mimhanok was not the cleric. Mimhanok was Mimhanok, where art thou? He was one of the knights. And Porcus was a sergeant.
Forbidden love.
Basically, yes.
What's that black square on the left side?
Black square on the left side.
That's where we came up.
Yeah, this is where you came up, and this leads further up.
Okay, well,
You need to
LJ
go
will
up.
take point going further up.
Okay, you go further up to area 18. A squarish outpost of a room. 18 it's 50 feet up. You get into 18. It's a 30 by 30 foot room with a 20-foot high ceiling.
One of those
No,
bloody
sorry.
towers.
It has the most shitty living quarters you've ever seen. It's basically a very sparse room with poor quality furniture. And has a small window in each wall that you can see out, and a 10-foot square passage in the ceiling that leads up to 19.
Up he goes to 19.
19 is an upper observation post. So basically, you're now at the top of the tower, or top of the. So yeah, this is the tower that you're in, and you're now at the very top of that tower, looking down over the rest of the area.
Is there any need?
So it actually goes
I have to do it.
even
Top
further
of the
up.
world, Ma!
It's kind of like this, where it's a tower thing, but it actually goes even further up
Okay, cool.
to 20, which is at the very top, and the pinnacle outpost from this location at the farthest distance from the main part of the outpost. The best view of the area immediately around the outpost can be seen. It's a 30-foot tower leading to the post, capped by a small pyramid of transparent stone. The pinnacle post is normally occupied, but is not currently because the guy running the outpost is dead now.
Do I see any other movement elsewhere on the station from here? I'm gonna do
From
a
your station in 20, you see no other movement down below. Hold on, give me a spot check.
31.
You see a speck. Moving away from you towards
Something ran.
one of the stars.
I'm gonna squint.
Okay.
Is that
I'll
Star
get-
Spangled Mangler?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
what I was thinking.
Probably. I'll get Frederick up here with the binoculars that he's got, I think.
Oh yes, he does have a telescope. Yes, he confirms it is the Star Spangled Mangler.
Still buggering off.
I hope he's our friend.
Well, you did set him free.
Let's hope he doesn't need a fucking star now, don't we?
Set him free, fucking spoke his language with him.
Right? Very, very kind of you.
Also set a weird female lich free, unless I'm sorely mistaken. My bad.
I mean, it's pluses and minuses here. Or pluses and pluses. Or minuses
She
and
did
minuses.
say fa. I'm not sure what that was all about.
Okay, so I guess let's make our way back down to 6 and start moving down.
Okay. From 6.
I'm sorry, kiddos. I'm really fading out. So I'm going to head out too.
Okay.
All right,
Have
Ted.
fun storming the castle. No more cloaks for me.
I'm gonna have to actually get scooting soon too because I have to be in work at 6. I'm pulling another
All right.
11-hour
Well, I will
shift.
tell you that there's no more monsters in this place. You've killed everything. Actually,
Right.
everything that was left alive came to you to be killed.
Cool.
And looking quickly through the other areas, what you have left are the general meeting room, which is basically full of weird angles, and that's the point at which people would go. It's the kitchen, 10-foot long table covered with pots, bowls, cutlery, shelves, shelves carved into the walls, whole jar of spices and cooking ingredients. That's all in 21. And then a whole bunch of places to eat and sit down and chill out.
Okay.
Um,
The big concern here is, can we actually get this thing to move? Is there some way to do that?
and then the other 3 areas you find are more towers. You do not find anything that you look at and say, aha, this could be used to move the ship.
Okay, just a fucking base then. Damn. Did have hopes. But that makes sense. It's a bit big for a ship.
We have extra sails.
You do have extra sails, yes.
Is there any? We're gonna call in the we're gonna call in our spider ship and get who's our engineer right now?
Your engineer is. I had that a second ago.
We got one of our crew that's an engineer. Carlos actually has a smidgen of it. There's also that one pig from Pigs in Space.
Yeah, you actually have him. He's probably the best engineer you have. But also Balahelm, I think, has a bit of engineering.
Yeah, let's get Balahelm. Let's get Chief Engineer Carl Kepler.
You remembered his name?
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Good for you. I didn't.
And Garlos.
Yeah.
And let's see if we can devise some way of creating propulsion for the ship with the sails.
Okay, the chief engineer looks at you like you're completely mad and says, 1, there's no spelljammer post. 2, there's no spelljammer, and if you had one, it would have to be the biggest, most powerful spelljammer crystal I've ever imagined. 3, there's no other propulsion points. Like, you would need dwarves to do this kind of work.
Always with the fucking dwarves.
Have you seen their ships?
No.
They're full of dwarves.
I think this is one of those
He
times
points
where you
out
just
to you
tell
that
him
one of
he
the
has
main
3
dwarven
hours to do it.
battleships is an
Move on.
actual mountain.
Not surprising. So maybe
it's a
I'm
picture
thinking
of
about
something.
this the wrong way. The goal is take this with us. How do we do that? What's the best way of going about it?
The chief engineer looks at you and is like, that's not, I mean, no. It's, how do you take an asteroid with you when you go for a walk? That's what you're asking. You're asking, can I take an asteroid with me? And I mean, the only answer still actually honestly is dwarves.
Why can't we just pull it?
All right, where can we get some dwarves?
He's like, we totally saw a dwarven ship back in the last whatchamacallit. But we haven't seen any in this realm at all. Oh, fuck. Dwarves. Where's my spelljammer stuff, man?
I'd say for the time being that we loot this with everything we can, like stripping out the extra wee ships that it has in it. And
Hey, here's a question, Lev. Can you teleport it?
oh God, no, it's huge.
For the same reason you can't just otherwise magic it. Yeah, you can't teleport it because it's too big.
No, it's too big.
Okay, fine.
Worth a thought,
But
though.
hold on.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
But
There's
wait,
more.
there's more.
Uh, so, do I have expand spell? I don't have expand spell. Damn it. I was going to try and finagle some bullshit, but I don't even have it to begin with.
Damn, Admiral. At least.
Are there any pieces of this that are worth taking? And if we're gonna just leave it, maybe we should go back and consider killing the cash thing and getting the coins.
Victor,
Mhm.
what if
I mean,
if I use empower spell to maybe dimension door?
Okay, this is a dwarven ship.
it's a small city.
Yes.
Could I
He's like, that is a dwarven ship. That's the dwarves do this. No one else does this.
I want to do that.
I mean, rock on. He's like, probably the Rock of Brawl, because I mean, it is an actual asteroid that moves in space. No, I mean, never actually
Why-
seen it, but that's the idea. There's always
What?
the actual spell jammer, but that's a myth. That's not real. But anyway, that's what we got.
If I were to empower a dimension door
Hmm.
and spend some time preparing it, maybe with a limited wish,
Okay,
could I move this thing?
so you could move it as far as the dimension door goes. Yeah.
A few hundred yards at the most.
Why don't you just turn this ship into a Dwarven ship?
Well, that's why you would need the dwarves.
Yeah.
Oh. What if we took over a Dwarven ship? What if we just go find a Dwarven ship and take that?
That would be actually much easier.
Most probably.
This is already ours. It's the bird in the hand.
Yeah, we just
So the
we
bird
find
in
the
the hand
dwarves,
is a fucking statue on a bird feeder.
get them to do something stupid like attack us, and then we just take their ship. Or maybe we could just like recruit them to like our
I mean,
cause
look,
and join the party.
We've done all this work convincing the Githyanki that this is actually our space station, and we finally done it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel right just throwing it away.
I mean, I don't either. No, I mean, at the very least, we should scuttle it so it's no use to them, and they don't come back in and repopulate it. And we should also probably try to take those coins with us.
You could sink it. Can you sink the space station?
Yeah, you plunge it into a star or gas giant.
Yep.
But then you'd have to move it. You don't have the ability to move
There's
it.
that.
Well, no, we could just dimension door a star closer to it, close enough that it would pull it into its atmosphere and.
Oh,
take
sure.
it
Let's
away.
just move a star now, can't we?
I mean, the stars are constantly moving, right?
What if I empower a teleport without error?
The teleport where? What are you teleporting?
The space station to a place that I find later.
Sure,
Big for
you can
that.
give that a shot. I mean, you could definitely give that a shot.
Might hurt your brain.
A place to be determined.
Yeah, I mean, like we might have to
Destination
leave.
TBD.
Yeah. Oh, we could teleport it in orbit over Faerun.
Just teleport it in orbit over Kappa Pool, very very low orbit, so we can get to and from it.
We'd have a real space station.
You would have a real space station. This is true.
Teleport's not going to work, though. It's far too
No.
small target area. We'd get like a 5-foot section of it, or maybe 20 foot if we're lucky.
Hmm. You could do plane shift, because I mean that's honestly what you would do, because it's a different plane. You're moving it from one
Oh,
plane to another.
true.
Teleport only works within the same plane.
If we could get something to shove it a bit and do a plane shift and push it through the rift of make with a plane shift, we might actually get it to move somewhere. But it would
Yeah,
take
that
a
would
hell of a motive force.
that would work. Yeah.
We're talking about the damped near immovable object and wanting to shove it somewhere.
Hmm.
So we're gonna have to create a gate and get something, give it a nudge to push it through.
Yes.
Oh, fuck. Where are we gonna get a gate?
I don't know,
That's
dude.
where the plane
Victor-
shift is.
Victor, have I? Well,
What?
okay. You say
Actually, you
gate.
do have an iron bottle that might actually help.
Oh
They
shit.
do gate things.
Oh shit. You're
We
right.
can convince them to cooperate.
Well, you haven't looked at those spells you just got. I mean, they could be pretty powerful spells. You don't know.
That's true. I'll cast Identify on those scrolls.
Let's just go hire some dwarves. I think that would be easier.
Yeah, getting dwarves would help. Besides,
I mean,
they're
that's easier,
enthusiastic.
but nowhere near as fun.
Can we plane shift some dwarves up in here?
Some dwarves in this house.
Yeah, put a little yellow sign on the back says dwarves all up in this bitch.
What are those
Okay,
scrolls?
Lev, these are the 2 scrolls.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Cacodemon.
Not to be confused with Taco Demon.
Definitely not to be confused with Taco Demon.
Scroll of Finger of Death. And in parentheses, is that the caster level or the spell
No,
level?
it's the spell level.
Ugh. So it just summons a Cacodemon.
Oh no, 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 no,
I don't quite understand.
no.
You best understand before you use that motherfucker.
This is the old/new Cacodemon spell. The spell summons a demon of type 4, 5, or 6. The name is required. It cannot summon lesser sorts of demons. There are several, I mean, they're not really requirements, there are suggestions. Protective circle, thaumaturgic circle for the caster, and confining the demon to a pentacle. And then you can then begin to converse with the demon.
What is the point of summoning a demon if you're going to confine it?
You can then force it into service by
Very
threat,
cool.
tribute, or trapping its soul.
Having an amazingly powerful slave that hates your ass and will come back to kill you any chance it gets.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, it's a bloody wonderful fucking spell.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
Put
hold
that
on
up
to
your
that.
sleeve.
We're gonna hold on to that.
Literally like on death's door and everybody else is dead. And
Yeah.
you just want to fuck everybody else that's
Yeah,
around
that's
Because I am very, very kind, I will send you the basis for this spell.
please, thank you.
you.
It is not the 3.5 version.
You do not play with that.
It is an atom bomb.
Yes, pretty much. If you fire that off, make sure you know exactly what you're doing. And please God, let none of us be around
Okay.
you.
Yeah. This spell is actually the one that started the Satanic Panic of original D&D.
Really?
Yes, because it came out in the Player's Handbook in Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and people realized that there were several problematic things about it, such as what is it? If the demon is freed, it can remain, or if by the caster requiring an impossible task of it, it can remain on the plane it was summoned for up to 666 days. It's a spell that requires human blood, parchment with the demon's name inscribed on it, mandrake root, mercuric nitric acid crystals, soot, lard, bat hair, sulfur, and alcohol.
Okay.
And they were basically like, "This is satanic."
Yeah, you're summoning the actual Christian devil.
Yeah.
Neat.
It was too close to home, basically.
Yeah.
People freaked out, and they were like, "Yeah, you're horrible, evil people."
Okay.
Yeah, there are actual discussions about this spell. They were like, "Yeah, basically that kicked off the Satanic Panic, pretty much."
Damn.
Mhm.
All right.
Free advertisement.
I mean, true.
Well, I'll keep that one up my sleeve,
Right?
along with the iron flask,
Okay.
and I think I'll do some thinking on how best to move this station. But let's
Okay.
be real. What are the odds of it empowering a plane shift and using limited wish with it? What are the odds that that doesn't end in really horribly catastrophic failure?
Oh wow.
You need to go?
Could be bad.
You need to go?
It'll be fine. I can't see anything that would go wrong.
Be honest with me.
Folks, I gotta go.
Lev is a really high level experienced magic user.
It
Have
would
to do
provide
just
me
a guy.
hours of amusement.
Like you said, my ex.
Have a good
Just the
night.
guy pretending.
Night, night, Ben.
All right, good night, y'all.
There's all.
All right.
Oh, is it John's heading out? Okay. I thought Ben was heading out.
I guess I ought to head out as well because I need
Yeah.
to go to my thinking throne. I need to go to the place where I think the best,
Okay.
and maybe next
What?
week we'll have something.
Why don't you go back down to 7 and sit on the throne there and see if that's helpful?
Is there a drain? Is there a hole in the bottom of it?
Well, I don't know. Check for traps and find out.
Victor, can I check for toilet?
All right, you guys have a good
Check for
night.
toilet in the throne?
Check for toilet. There is no toilet.
Damn
Night,
it.
Ben.
Right. All right. Original plan.
All right. Oh,
All
Ben.
right.
I was going to tell him.
He's gone. All right.
Thanks,
Good night,
dudes.
y'all.
Have a great one, man.
You too.
Will do. So they have a throne that every time you touch it, it summons monsters to kill you. And they have a giant tower that in another 40 minutes, a Githyanki armada is going to arrive to attack them. I'm very curious to see what happens next week. These guys are crazy.